Where are you finding that people have the most need right now for Sidera Works?
I would say that's changed. Well, the need hasn't really changed. The way that we approach getting across to them how we solve that need is definitely changing. We've learned a great deal since January when we came out. When we thought we had this thing nailed and we thought we knew exactly where it was going, what we found is that the approach that we took was one of, we know what the need is, we know how to fix that need, and we know how important it is to companies. What we didn't take into account really well enough were entry points. So for us, we work all the way across an organization, right? Our end picture is a holistic picture about transforming an organization in its entirety. That said, no one hires you to change a company in its entirety to start with. They just don't. So marketing, customer service, sales, the partner channels, those are people who engage with us initially, and they have very selfish needs. And it's great if at a holistic level, it's going to benefit the organization. But in the short term, they've got to meet their metrics. They've got to be measured on something, and they need to improve in a much quicker way on the things that matter to them on a day-to-day basis. And we hadn't really done a great job of positioning for that, to be honest with you. What do I sell to that individual marketer who wants tomorrow fixed? And so we've had to reposition. We've got some new stuff coming out in the next few weeks on that, exactly where we've had to spend the last 2 months recrafting the approach there, because regardless of what the need is for the customer, that doesn't mean they fully comprehend it, doesn't mean they fully understand it or are empowered to make decisions at the level in which we need them to make it. So one thing I would say is figure out that entry point that's going to make sense for you. What's that buyer look like? What are their selfish motivators? I guess I would say solve those first, and then make sure those drive towards the bigger picture that you want to see yourself in, as in this case, a consultancy, the role that you want to be in. If you can't get started, you can never finish.